if you mention the word throwback fighter, I mean, old time fighters, they had, 80, 100 fights. That's not the realm of possibility. To have a fighter nowadays that's not like one of these guys that's, like, there was like Reggie Strickland. Okay, but that was a guy that was a different cat. You have a title holder that has 85 pro fights. I mean, I think that's the definition of throwback, modern day throwback. I mean, I don't know, Demarcus, what do you think that's a fair assessment to say that,
I say I'm a throwback fighter because I started early in the 90s and I continue my career and I do a lot of things that the old fighters does. I don't go out there and overexert myself. I place my shots. I look for openings to break a young opponent down.
Okay. Now, I mean, let me ask you this. I mean, because I remember reading, let's say Sugar Ray Robinson. He wasn't like as passionate. It was something else. Is it more like something you do because you got to do it to pay the bills? Do you love the sport? Is it a combination of both?
It's a combination of both, but when I say I love boxing, I don't have a problem if it's my time to go in the ring. I don't have a problem with that. I love it. And that's why I want to do the bare knuckle fighting now. I want to prove to everybody that I can fight, not just in the ring, but outside the ring. I got into boxing because I like to fight.
Anybody, last thing, anybody you want to call out? I mean, any names?
At my weight class, 135, there's some grown, real strong fighters there. You got Lomachenko, who just had surgery. You got Lopez, who just beat Lomachenko. You got Tank. You got Devin. Those 4 fighters right there. It would be a payday for me to get in the ring with one of them, but it's also a big risk on their part to fight a veteran like me. And Floyd got his money invested in Tank. I also would love to fight Ryan Garcia. I want to expose that young fighter.
I mean, yeah.
I hope Oscar's listening.
Say that again?
I hope Oscar De La Hoya is listening.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Oscar will keep his young fighter away from me also.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Demarcus says it's a risk. It is a risk. I mean, imagine. I mean, listen. You'd be the underdog. That's no question. But imagine you win. I mean, that guy's. People are gonna just like destroy that guy for. So it's not. It's not something that they might want to do. But again, I'd love to see it. Like I said, I think throwback is a good way to define you as a fighter.
Chop Chop is an underdog who bites.